How many emotions have been mixing inside you lately, as if the universe were weaving an invisible plot around you? There is a connection, a force that time or distance cannot break. And it is precisely this deep love, something that seems to have come from other lives, that keeps you connected in a way that is not always easy to understand. Today, the angels have brought me a revelation that illuminates the paths of their heart, offering a new perspective on this special person. They know how much you have been feeling, the intensity of every thought, and the depth of every emotion that this relationship awakens. But with this message, they ask you to go beyond what is on the surface and understand what is deepest, most mysterious, in the heart of this someone. There is an internal battle happening, a silent conflict that prevents them from moving forward, and you are the key that can help them overcome it. Often, the barriers that this person has created around themselves seem insurmountable. They try by all means to hide what they feel, as if the love pulsating inside their heart were a flame they fear letting escape. This person whom you admire so much and who occupies your thoughts carries within them a burden of insecurities and doubts, something that goes far beyond what the eyes can see. It is an internal struggle, a duel between what the heart asks for and what the mind fears, and this conflict keeps them trapped in a place where love mixes with fear and hesitation. With each gaze, with each smile they offer you, there is a piece of that conflict unfolding, even if subtly. Sometimes, it's just a slight glance away, a sudden silence, or an unsaid word. But what they feel for you is undeniable, and even with all the battle they wage within themselves, the love they carry cannot be silenced forever. They try to protect themselves, to build barriers around their heart, but each one begins to crumble little by little, as if their love was undoing every layer that keeps them away from the true connection you share. The angels want you to understand that, even if this love seems complicated or shrouded in uncertainties, it is true. They show that this person, at a deep level, recognizes in you something beyond the ordinary, something they can't explain but feel with intense strength. They know there is something special, something that attracts them and challenges them at the same time. This duality between the desire to open up completely and the fear of what might come to the surface is what creates the storm within them. For you, it is important to realize that they are also making an effort. There is a growing feeling, a desire to break free from the bonds that hold them back, but they still don't know how to express it. They feel a deep need to have you by their side, but the weight of the past and the wounds they carry make them afraid to fully surrender. Every step they try to take towards you seems surrounded by uncertainties and fears. However, the angels ask you to keep your heart open and full of patience, because true love is not rushed and does not fear time. You may wonder why they find so much difficulty in opening up, in expressing what they feel clearly and directly. But the angels reveal to me that there are past experiences that have made them cautious, experiences that have left deep marks and that now make them hesitate. It's as if they are trapped between two realities, one where they feel the safety of your presence and want to get closer, and another where they fear losing control, afraid that the love they feel for you might turn them into something they are not yet ready to be. For them, love is both a blessing and a test, and this test requires courage. The angels want you to know that this courage is awakening within them, but it is still a slow and delicate process. Every gesture of yours, every word, every demonstration of understanding and support help to dissipate a little more of the fog of uncertainties that surrounds them. They show that gradually, they are beginning to realize that the love they feel for you is not a burden, but a source of strength that will help them face their greatest fears. What you need to understand is that your role by their side is more important than you imagine. It's not about changing who they are, but about offering the space and security for them to reveal themselves without fear. This love requires patience and understanding, qualities that you have in abundance and that the angels see shining in you. They whisper to your heart that, as challenging as the path may seem, what you have is rare, it is deep, and worth every moment of waiting, every moment of dedication. The angels also want to remind you that by supporting this person, you are also strengthening yourself. This is a mutual learning, where both are being shaped, where your souls connect on a level far beyond the physical. It is a bond that transcends the barriers of time and is guided by much higher forces. They ask you to trust, to keep faith in the process, as nothing that is happening is by chance. This love has a greater purpose, and everything you are facing now is just part of the journey. And throughout this journey, you will see signs, small gestures, and changes that will show that this internal battle is being won. It may be an unexpected word, a touch of affection, a longer gaze than usual. Each of these moments is evidence that the love they feel for you is beginning to break down barriers. The trust they place in you is growing, and gradually they will open up, revealing what their heart truly feels. Time is a powerful ally, and the angels are by your side, bringing comfort and strength. They are preparing the ground so that you can receive the love you so desire, in a complete and unconditional way. But for that, it is essential that you stand firm, keeping your heart open and ready for what is to come. This is a journey that requires perseverance and a courageous heart, and you are exactly where you need to be. They tell me that soon the clouds will part, and everything that is now in doubt will turn into a bright certainty, illuminating the path for the two of you. The angels continue by your side, guiding each step of yours and also each step of theirs. They know that this internal battle they are facing is intense and requires strength. They find themselves in a moment of deep reflection, trying to find answers to what they feel and to understand what they really want for the future. As much as they try to disguise it, there is an anguish that accompanies them. It's a mix of desire and fear, as if they were constantly torn between the impulse to run into your arms and the fear of getting lost in this love. The angels reveal that this division runs deeper than it seems. There is a part of them that was hurt before, and it is this same part that now resists accepting what they feel for you. This person, who may seem strong and unshakable, carries within themselves vulnerabilities that only they know. They are marks left by past experiences, by disappointments and difficult moments that made them build walls around their own heart. They fear fully surrendering, and at the same time, they know that this resistance only increases the suffering. You may have already noticed some signs of this internal struggle: gazes that get lost in the void, words that seem rehearsed, and a silence that sometimes speaks louder than anything else. Deep down, they question what they are willing to risk for this love, how much it's worth giving up on what they always believed to be safe. And it is precisely at this point that the angels come into play, guiding them to understand that true love is not built on safe ground, but rather on both parties' willingness to face uncertainties together. For you, this situation can be challenging, as what they most desire is to see you free from their insecurities, walking by their side without reservations. However, the angels ask for patience and compassion. They show that they are going through a transformation process, where each day brings new reflections and understandings about what they feel for you. There is an internal movement happening, a deconstruction of old patterns and beliefs that they now perceive as limiting. It's as if they are rediscovering themselves, learning to trust the love you offer, a love they have never experienced before. Deep down, they know that the feeling they have for you is unique, that the connection between you is unlike anything they have ever lived. And that is exactly what scares them. After all, by opening up to this love, they also open up the possibility of being hurt again, of exposing themselves to a level of vulnerability they have avoided their whole life. But the angels whisper to their heart that this vulnerability is, in truth, a gateway to an experience of true and lasting love. They want them to understand that loving is allowing oneself to be seen in one's own essence, without masks and without reservations. In this process, the angels also observe you, your posture, your patience, and your affection. They see how you have been acting with understanding, like a lighthouse, offering light and support to them amidst the internal storm they are facing. They say that this is the way, that the love you offer them is like a balm, healing old wounds and helping them overcome their own shadows. But they also warn, do not lose yourself in this process, do not set aside your own essence. While helping them, you do not need to give up on yourself. The angels want you to remember that, even as they face their internal struggles, they are also on a journey of growth. This love is a learning experience for both, an opportunity for spiritual and emotional growth that is deeply transforming them. With each difficulty overcome, with each moment of doubt you face together, something new and beautiful is born. They show that by staying true to who you are, you help strengthen this connection, creating a solid foundation for the relationship you both desire. There is a strength in you that they recognize, even though they may not be able to express it in words just yet. They realize that by your side, there is a security that they have never felt with others, a kind of peace that makes them want to be close, even if it scares them. The angels explain that to them, your love is like an anchor, something that keeps them from getting lost in their own fears. But at the same time, this anchor also challenges them to confront what they have avoided for so long, the possibility of loving without restrictions. And this is where you can truly help them win this battle. It's not about forcing them to open up, but rather offering a safe space for them to do so in their own time. The angels ask you to continue being that constant and loving presence in their life, to show through small gestures and words that they can trust you. This is the kind of love that transforms, heals, and frees from the ties of the past. For them, you represent the hope of a fresh start, of a life where love doesn't have to be synonymous with pain or loss. They are beginning to understand, albeit slowly and gradually, that this feeling is a rare opportunity, something many spend their whole lives searching for without finding. That's why, despite all their resistance, they keep coming back to you, drawn by the energy of acceptance and understanding that you radiate. The angels are by their side, helping them realize that this is the right path, that their patience and willingness to support that person are creating a space where love can fully flourish. They say that soon they will begin to see the fruits of this patient and dedicated love, that little by little, they will feel more comfortable to open their heart and show what they truly feel. But for this, it is essential that they trust in divine time, allowing the process to unfold naturally and without rushing. Every moment you share is an opportunity to deepen this connection. The angels show that even in moments of silence, even when it seems like they are pulling away, something is being built between you. This love, which faces so many challenges, is strong enough to overcome any obstacle. They ask you to keep believing, as what you have is precious and destined to bring happiness to both. At this point, the angels ask you to remember something very important. True love is patient, and its growth happens amidst challenges. Every step, every moment of hesitation, and even the difficulties have a higher purpose. They ask you to trust in this process, to let love flow naturally, as with every obstacle overcome, you are one step closer to building something lasting. This love you offer with patience and understanding is a light that guides this person in the midst of their internal battle. They perceive this, even though they have no words to express what they feel. The presence of this love is like a silent healing, slowly dissolving the barriers that prevented them from fully surrendering in the past. The angels want you to know that, even on nights when they seem distant, it is their love that keeps them strong. This connection is powerful, a force that transcends the physical plane and touches the deepest layers of their soul. They feel drawn to you in a way they can't fully understand, but that makes them want to fight against their own shadows. It's as if they are waking up to a new world, a world where love is not a source of pain, but of healing and growth. The angels show that they are beginning to see gradually that true love does not require them to give up who they are, but encourages them to be the best version of themselves. And that, for them, is transformative, as it challenges everything they believed about relationships and their own heart. They realize that by their side, they can be themselves, with all their vulnerabilities and insecurities, without fear of judgment. This process is, however, complex and requires time. There are layers of protection that they have built over the years, and each of them holds a story, a memory that made them more cautious. It's as if they are removing one by one, allowing themselves to show a little more each day. They still feel the weight of the past, and this weight prevents them from simply opening up completely. But you, with your constant and loving presence, have been the support they need to go beyond their own limitations. The angels also reveal that there are moments when they feel frustrated with themselves. They want to be closer to you, they wish to show what they feel, but something inside them still holds them back. They are the ghosts of old wounds, the doubts that make them question if they truly deserve the love you offer. They feel they need to be strong to live up to everything you represent, and it is at this point that internal conflict arises. They fear failure, they fear that their weaknesses will become an obstacle to the relationship. However, the angels whisper that they are evolving. Slowly, they begin to see that the strength they seek is not something they need to prove to you, but something they need to discover within themselves. They understand that this love does not demand perfection, but honesty and surrender. And this makes them reflect on what truly matters. They realize that by your side, they don't need to pretend to be someone they are not, that your love is a safe space where they can finally allow themselves to be vulnerable. You may wonder why this internal struggle is so intense. The angels explain that they carry scars that go beyond this life, memories of experiences that have left deep marks on their soul. These memories may be from a past life or from specific moments in this life, but in both cases, the impact is real and still influences them. By your side, they are facing these old fears, learning to look at them and finding ways to overcome them. And their role in this process is to be a source of support and unconditional love. The angels show that, even without realizing it, they are helping them heal from wounds they may not have known existed. The love they offer is illuminating the darkest corners of their soul, allowing them to see the beauty that lies within, something they have long avoided seeing. They represent, to them, a path of healing and transformation, a chance to be reborn amidst the pains of the past. The angels want you to remain steadfast on this journey. They know that there are moments when fatigue and doubts may arise, but they ask you to trust in the purpose of this love. Every small gesture, every word of encouragement, and every moment of patience are seeds that are planting the foundation of a true and deep love. They show that soon they will begin to open up even more, to share with you parts of themselves they have never revealed to anyone. And when that happens, you will see that all the effort was worth it. You are like a flame that warms and comforts, but also lights their steps, showing a safe path amidst the shadows. The angels ask you not to underestimate the power of the love you are offering, as it is capable of transforming, healing, and liberating. They show that soon you will see even deeper changes in their attitude and in how they relate to you. This process is gradual, but it is happening, and each step is a further step towards a complete union. When they finally allow themselves to love without reservations, you will notice a complete transformation. The fear that paralyzes them today will be replaced by unwavering confidence. And the angels will be by your side, celebrating each achievement, each moment of surrender they dare to give. But for that, they ask you to keep your faith and to continue being that safe haven where they find peace. True love is not built overnight, and the angels know that they understand this. They are by your side, offering the strength and wisdom needed for you to embark on this journey with an open heart. They also want you to know that this process is transforming not only them, but also you. Both are becoming stronger and more authentic versions of themselves, and this is a divine gift, something that few souls have the chance to experience. The angels assure you that you are on the right path, that everything you have done so far has not been in vain. They see every tear, every smile, every moment of waiting, and they know that all of this is contributing to something much greater. This love that you have built with such dedication and patience is being blessed by the heavens, and the angels are working alongside you so that the end of this journey is full of joy and fulfillment. They ask you to stay strong, as there are still steps to be taken, and each one will bring you closer to what you desire. Their heart is opening, and soon they will be able to see clearly everything you have together. The angels are preparing the ground, dissolving barriers, and bringing light so that love can flourish without fear and without limits. As the days go by and this transformation journey continues, the angels intensify their presence by your side, guiding each step and ensuring that you keep the flame of hope burning in your heart. They know that this love requires more than words. It demands courage, patience, and the willingness to face the unknown. This person, who occupies so much of your thoughts, is going through a process of self-discovery that leads them to confront everything they thought they knew about themselves and what it truly means to love. The angels reveal that, deep down, they have always been afraid to allow themselves to feel so intensely. In their mind, they have created the idea that true love is a risk, something that requires total surrender and therefore can bring pain. This belief has taken root over time, becoming a barrier that they unconsciously built around their own heart. But now, with their illuminating and patient presence, they are being challenged to review these concepts and to face their feelings with a new perspective. They feel that by their side, there is the possibility of experiencing something that transcends the ordinary. The angels whisper that they recognize in you not only a partner but a soul that understands them deeply, that sees them for who they really are, beyond masks and appearances. And this both scares and fascinates them. There is an uncontrollable attraction that makes them want to be close, but there is also a constant fear that, by opening up completely, they may lose control over their emotions. These emotions are intense, and they feel them as an avalanche that can no longer be contained. The angels show that no matter how hard they try to maintain composure and hide what they feel, there are moments when their true essence shines through. They realize that when they are with you, they feel a peace they have never found anywhere else, a sense of belonging that defies all logic. It's as if the world becomes a little lighter and safer, and this feeling makes them rethink everything they have always believed about love. You may have already noticed some of those moments when they allow themselves to be authentic, when words come out without the armor that usually protects them. In those instances, they reveal themselves as more vulnerable, letting slip what is most true within them. And it is these brief moments that show how much they value you, how much they feel that the love you offer is unique and unparalleled. The angels ask you to appreciate these moments, as they reflect the path they are taking towards full surrender. What they feel for you is like a flame that, even with internal storms, refuses to be extinguished. The angels explain that this feeling is deeper than they imagined and that slowly, it is becoming impossible to ignore. They are realizing that by hiding what they feel, they are only prolonging the pain and creating a void that consumes them. By your side, they are learning that love is not a prison, but a liberation, something they do not need to control, but rather let flow. The angels show me that they are approaching a breaking point, a moment when they will be forced to make a choice, continue to fight against what they feel or finally surrender to this love. They know that you are a rare and special presence in their life, and that giving that up would mean losing something precious. But to take this step, they need to overcome internal battles, to overcome fears and insecurities that have held them back for so long. You may wonder how you can help them make this choice, how you can be the support they need at this decisive moment. The angels guide that the best thing you can do is to continue to be this constant and loving presence, without pressuring them, but also without allowing them to drift away. Be patient and understanding, as they are confronting issues that go far beyond the present. They are dealing with shadows from the past and insecurities that often paralyze them. They know that, by their side, they have an opportunity to rewrite their story, to leave behind the wounds that mark them, and to live an authentic and fulfilling love. But the angels warn that this process is not easy, and that's why they need your support to move forward. They say that if you continue to be the guiding light, they will find the strength necessary to take the next step, to finally say yes to this love, and to open their heart to you without reservations. The angels ask you not to worry about time, as each step of this process is important. They know that at times, the waiting may seem difficult, but they remind that true love does not hurry. It is growing deeply and lastingly, and every small progress they make is a victory. They whisper that soon you will see even more intense changes, that they will begin to show their love more clearly and directly. When they finally surrender to what they feel, you will see a side of them that you have not fully known. They will allow themselves to be vulnerable, show their weaknesses, and trust you like they have never trusted anyone before. The angels show that this moment is approaching, that the love you are offering is planting the seeds of a beautiful and intense transformation. And when they finally decide to embrace this love, it will be as if a huge weight is lifted off their shoulders. By their side, they will discover that true love is not something built on certainties, but on the courage to face the unknown together. The angels show that they will see in you not only a partner but a safe harbor, someone who inspires them to be the best version of themselves. And this discovery will make them want to be increasingly close, to share with you all their dreams, fears, and hopes. The connection that they have is blessed and protected by the angels. They are by their side, ensuring that even in the most challenging moments, the love they share will always be a light that guides them back to each other. They ask you to stay strong, with a heart open and full of love, as this is the path that will lead them to a full and true union. Every day, they get closer to you, and the angels whisper that when they finally surrender, it will be an experience of deep joy and fulfillment for both. This love, which began so delicately and full of uncertainties, will blossom into something that transcends any obstacle. The angels say that soon they will be ready to take that step, to look into your eyes and let you see the full intensity of what they feel. They ask you to be prepared for that moment, to keep your heart at peace, because what is coming is a journey of love and growth that will transform both of your lives forever. This complete and sincere surrender will be the beginning of a new phase, where both can walk hand in hand towards an enlightened future. Now, with their love getting closer to a complete surrender, the angels celebrate this journey that you and they have walked together. They know it hasn't been easy. There are moments of uncertainty, waiting, and even pain, but they affirm that each challenge faced strengthened the connection between you in a way that transcends human understanding. This is the kind of love that doesn't shake with difficulties, as it was forged in patience, understanding, and both of your sincere desire to overcome your limitations. The angels are by your side right now, happy with the unfolding of this story and ensuring that all their actions, every gesture of love, and every word of encouragement, were seeds planted in fertile soil. Now, as they approach the moment when they can fully open their heart to you, you will begin to see the harvest of these seeds. This love that blooms between them is a divine gift, a bond that transcends the barriers of reality and connects with the deepest parts of their souls. They are preparing for this surrender with a heart that, although still feels some fears, is increasingly aware that you are the person they want by their side. The angels show that they have been recognizing in you something priceless, the presence of a true love that accepts them as they are, that does not demand perfection, but authenticity. This is the kind of love that heals, that soothes, and that brings a sense of peace. By their side, they find a refuge, a place where they can rest from the battles they have fought for so long. The angels whisper that this is the time to renew your hopes, to keep your heart open to what is to come. They show that when they finally allow themselves to love without reservations, you will see a complete transformation in their being. They will be able to share with you not only the joys but also the darkest parts of their soul, trusting that you will be a safe haven in any situation. This trust, this intimacy that is forming between you, is the foundation of a deep and lasting relationship. They ask that you prepare for a new phase, where the barriers and fears that once seemed insurmountable will be replaced by a sincere and enlightened union. The love they have is rare and precious, something few find throughout their lives. It is a love that has been blessed by the angels and is now beginning to show its true strength and beauty. The journey you have traveled together, full of ups and downs, is a testament to both of your ability to love deeply and to overcome your own limitations in the name of this love. And now, the angels invite you to make an important choice. They ask you to write in the comments a powerful affirmation, something that resonates with your innermost truth and declares to the universe your intention to live this love to its fullest. Write something like, "I open myself to receive the true love the universe has reserved for me," or "I am ready to live a deep and enlightened connection." This gesture is more than symbolic. It is an act of faith and surrender, a way to align your intentions with the divine energy that has guided you this far. Furthermore, the angels ask that you continue nurturing this love with patience, respect, and most importantly, trust in the process. They assure you that each step has been carefully planned by the universe and that, when the right time comes, everything will align so that you can live this love without reservations, in a full and genuine way. This is a love destined to bring joy and peace, a feeling that is nourished not only by words, but by mutual surrender and constant support. While they wait, know that the angels are preparing the way, removing the last obstacles, and strengthening their heart so that, soon, they can fully open up to you. They show that by their side, they will find the safety and comfort they need to finally overcome the internal battles that afflict them so much. And when they take that step, it will be the beginning of a journey of love and growth that will transform both of their lives. To conclude, the angels ask that you continue to connect with this energy of love and light, to trust that the best is yet to come. And if you wish, subscribe to this channel to keep receiving messages and guidance from the angels. Leave in the comments your affirmation, something that expresses your faith and readiness to live this love. Write something that declares to the universe that you are open to what destiny has prepared for both you and them. Remember, the love you share is a gift, a blessing that deserves to be cared for with affection and dedication. This is the kind of love that few find, a connection that is rare and precious. Trust the angels, keep walking with a heart full of hope, and know that the best is still to come. Before we conclude this message, close your eyes and imagine for a moment, you and them together, free from the restraints that once held them back, walking towards a new reality where love flourishes without limits. Visualize every detail of this future that unfolds, every emotion that pulses intensely, knowing that every step taken so far has prepared you to live this connection to its fullest. Notice how your heart accelerates, how a sense of peace and security takes over you. Now, open your eyes and feel that this moment of connection, this truth that the angels have revealed, is right in front of you, ready to be lived. You feel like they are one step away from turning this vision into reality. This love, this journey so deeply marked by the divine, was placed in their life so they could experience something rare, something that few people have the privilege of living. This love demands faith, demands surrender, demands courage to continue, but the angels are by their side, guiding each of their choices, each thought, and each action. All they need to do is open themselves to this opportunity, to this experience that the angels are revealing. And here on this channel, where the messages from the angels flow to illuminate their paths and clarify their doubts, there is a calling, an invitation. Imagine for a moment that each word they receive here is not just guidance, but a response from the universe, a confirmation that they are not alone, that everything they feel is seen, welcomed, and understood. The angels bring these messages with a purpose, to strengthen their journey, awaken their confidence, and align their energies with what the universe has prepared for them. Now, visualize that they are one click away from connecting more deeply with this divine source of wisdom and guidance. Imagine feeling that with each new message, with each new video, the universe whispers directly to their heart, guiding them, strengthening them, and bringing clarity to all their doubts. Imagine opening the app and instantly being enveloped by the energy of the angels, always ready to help them take the next step. Think about how it would be if, by subscribing now, they were ensuring that they would not miss any detail, any guidance that the universe has reserved for them. It's like having the angels by their side, day after day, showing the way, revealing the answers they are so desperately seeking. By subscribing, they are saying yes to their own growth, to the love they desire so much, and to all the blessings that the angels are ready to deliver. Take this step now, sign up, and feel the difference that this constant connection with the divine can make in your life. The angels are waiting to continue by their side, to guide their steps, to send each message as a sign of love and protection. Do not delay any longer. Press the button and allow that energy to flow into their life permanently. Trust. Sign up now and embrace the transformation that the universe has prepared for you.